Hello again. So, a cooking video. I'm really enjoying this. I got help today, so again, I can really push on and show you something I enjoy doing. Now, I've got the wood burning range over there, but I only light that about once a week, and that gives me all the hot wood I need, and I put the heat under the floor. But in the room next door, I've got a wood burning stove. It's about 8 kilowatt, and I light that most evenings in the winter. So I'm trying to learn, and this last winter I've been cooking an awful lot in these cast iron pots. So today I thought a really quick meal. This is the sort of thing I do most evenings. I'm going to cook a full roast in about an hour on top of my wood stove. Now, I did worry about my whole house smelling of like roast beef or something, but I tell you what, that turns out not to be a problem at all. It's gorgeous. Okay, so the meal. The meal's really simple, really lovely. I've got a big piece of beef, lots of fat on it, so that's for roasting. Onions. I might play about with cooking one in its skin and one out of its skin, because I know in the Darling Buds of May, a book I really love, he loves brown onions. He loves onions cooked in the skin, so we might do that. Roast carrots. I love carrots. Might throw a few peas in. Then I've checked it isn't mouldy. I've got some cranberry and port sauce here, and there isn't any mould. That's left over from Christmas. So we'll make some gravy with that, and lovely old Liam Perrins. So we've got beef, carrots, onions. Oh, I've got a potato. I'll have to get a potato, and some peas we'll throw in later. Then we'll make up a bit of gravy. So I'm going to try and cook in about an hour, hour and a half, a full roast dinner on my wood burning stove. Now, about a year ago, I got these lovely little cast iron pots from a company that's close to me. They're Natural Heating in Attleborough, Norfolk, England, and they're wonderful. I haven't met anyone who knows so much about stoves and wood fires as that company does, so thank you to them for introducing me to these. The lovely thing about all this is it's so quick. Now, I only lit that fire half an hour ago, 20 minutes ago even, but I lit it with a lot of beech sticks up on the top. It's a top-down fire, so beech sticks high, with some wonderful bits of fat wood. I was given half a pine log that had a bee's nest in it, and it was saturated with beeswax pine resin, so that was great. And then to get it going extra fast, I tore up some birch bark. So there was birch bark, fat wood, beech sticks, and there we are. I'm almost too hot sat here, and it's been going 20 minutes or so, and already they are warming. This is not slow cooking, this is quick cooking. Right, everything's good in that room, so let's get this done. We'll start with the meat. I've already dried this, and now all I want to do, that can go in with it later. I do love bay, probably my favourite of the herbs. So a bit of sea salt, in fact quite a lot of sea salt, and some oil. I know that if you're trying to cook a steak, it's quite good to sear it before you do all this, or I've heard people say that. But once the enormous amount of fat on that starts rendering, we'll get all we want. And I'm going to make some gravy. I'm a man who likes gravy. Okay, that's that really. That'll be great. And that fat will just stop it burning before, the oil will stop it burning while the fat gets going. Now, the potato, let's do the same. I don't know if everyone does this, but again, my mum would always oil the potato. I'm going to be really mucky now. I'd usually wipe my hand on my trousers, but I don't think I'm going to wipe that hand. That's a bit extreme. I'll have to clean that later. I'll tell you what, I'm getting hungry already and we're an hour off. Anyway, that's that done. I'll do the vegetables and then we'll get it all in the cast iron pots. Okay, let's get the meat and potatoes on first. The potatoes gonna take a little while, and I want the meat to cook beautifully. Okay, I'm gonna put some gloves on because these are already really hot. Whoa, look at that. As I said, I used to worry about cooking smells, but I don't now. Let's get that meat in there. Lovely job. Finger caught in there. Listen to that, what a good start. I'm going to get the potato on now. That's probably the hottest part of that. This is a little bit like the range. Near the chimney is really hot, and as you come over here, less and less so. The other thing I would say now is, even though the manufacturers of these stoves say you can put a pan directly on the top, I don't. About 40 years ago, I put a pan of cold water on top of the stove and the top cracked. It was a cast stove, but that's a disaster. I never want a stove to crack on me again. So I always use a trivet, or these have got little legs. Anyway, I love to hear that. We're going to have to turn that fairly often, but that can just bake away. We'll give that about 15 minutes and then we'll put the carrots and onion in. Anyway, there we are. Right, this has been cooking for probably about an hour and 20 minutes now. And while it was cooking, we've got a loaf thawing out in front of it, but we've been basting it and turning it. And the house smells wonderful. There's the smell of roasting beef and the bay leaf and the onions, so and a bit of potato. But that is just gorgeous. We're going to get that out and make some gravy. I am a man who likes gravy. So let's just check that. No, they're all right. Yeah, the vegetables are all right for a little bit more. But let's make our gravy. Right. I'm going to make the gravy in this little pan on the stove. You don't have to do the gravy, but I think I'm making a roast dinner, and how nice that there's like no expense spared. Now I've got a little bit of beef stock. I don't want much because we're going to concentrate this. So I've taken a couple of 3 slices off of that. A whole stock cube would be far, far too much. Take the onion out for now. That's done nicely. That was just flavouring. Throw that over there. The bay leaf has done its job. The whole house smells of that now. Get that bit of onion out. Now, if we get the meat out, I'll rest the meat on the peas. Ooh. Now the tricky bit. Gloves back on. And that's fat and meat juices. Okay, that's good. And actually, what else should we have? Yeah, I'll have some of my cranberry that's left over from Christmas. Lovely. And time for some black pepper. Shotley and Perrins. And now we'll have a drop of port in it. Almost a waste of port, but not quite. Oh. Now the other thing I want to do, I'm going to put a bit of this onion in it, just to put some onion flavour in. Whoops. I will eat that, but I'll have to brush all the hair off it first. There we go. Right, let's get this. I'm going to put this on a trivet because, as I said once before, I think I said once before, I cracked a stove once by putting something directly on it. And people tell me I can, but I'm not going to take the risk. Right. Okay, let's get this on the heat. And we will grab a trivet from somewhere. We're going to use the kebab skewers, excepting they've linked together. And I'm going to put a lid on that just so that everything dissolves. I want to evaporate it, but I want some of that onion smell to go in my gravy. So I'll pop and get a lid. Put a couple of sticks on. Some Norway maple going on. That's good. Okay, we're nearly there. Let's have a look at these vegetables. I think, yeah, they're soft. That's good. Get rid of the glove. Oh, look at that. That's what I want to see. Again, it smells gorgeous. Now I've got to just keep stirring this and reduce that right down. It's going to take a little while. Yeah, don't watch me reducing this. I'm going to warm it up slightly. But we'll just boil this away until we've got ourselves a few spoonfuls of gravy, by which time they will be completely ready. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the beef in here just to warm it up when the gravy's ready. Come on, this stove's hot, you wouldn't believe it. Right, there we go. Gentle stirring. My belly is rumbling. I've been smelling this now for an hour or so, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's time. Let's warm up the meat and coat it in this delicious gravy. And I'm just going to pop some peas. Greens are good for you. Let's just, all these need is warming up, so let's just put the peas in there to warm up. Okay. Let's just turn this. Look at that. I hope you're feeling hungry. I hope you are. And I hope you found this something useful. I don't know many people who cook a full meal on their wood stove, but it's really easy and the food is delicious. Time to eat. What's that? Let's get the meat. Let's have a mat for that. It's going everywhere. I'll tidy up later. Actually, I'm going to smash up that potato. Where's my spoon? I've lost it. Okay. There's a meal fit for a king. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Oh, God, that's good.